Can you imagine watching your child in a potentially fatal situation and not being able to save him or her? Well, the truth is, too many parents don't know how to perform some basic life-saving techniques in an emergency. And one New Jersey family faced that scary situation last summer. Farley Boyle's life was perfect. A successful modeling career, a loving husband, 2 gorgeous daughters, Mackenzie and Chase, and another one on the way.
Farley is a gem in front of the camera, and everyone loves her.
Last August, she brought baby Abigail home to their house in New Jersey on the Shrewsbury River, and then 30 seconds changed their lives.
I turned my back on my 2-year-old daughter for, 15 seconds, and disaster, happened so quickly, it was scary.
Chase, in a rare moment without a life jacket, slipped off their boat and fell into the river.
And all of a sudden, Mackenzie says, "Daddy, Chase is in the water and she's not swimming." Huh. And she was right between the dock and the boat.
Her father pulled her out of the water and saved her life.
Thankfully, my husband and I, when we were pregnant with this one, took an infant CPR course.
Breathing into your 2-year-old daughter's, feeling her chest expand from your breath, heart-wrenching.
Chase Boyle is now a thriving 3-year-old, and her mom has started the Chase Foundation.
And all of a sudden, Chase's name became this acronym, CPR, Heimlich, Awareness, Safety, Education.
Farley is working to ensure that all parents get free mandatory safety instruction, hoping one terrifying day in their lives can save others. And Farley Boyle is the founder of the Chase Foundation and mother of those 3 gorgeous girls, including the one you see right there, Mackenzie. And Jim Schatzle is a paramedic in Colts Neck, New Jersey. Good morning to all of you. Nice to have you here this morning.
Good morning.
Mackenzie's going to help us demo some of these life-saving techniques in just a moment. But Farley, clearly the stars aligned for you that day, and what could have been a very fatal, it could have been a fatal situation in your case turned out to be just fine.
It was mind-blowing.
What is the single most important thing you learned from that?
Just that it can happen to you, and it doesn't matter how phenomenal of a parent you are. There's always a 2-second gray window that you have lost sight of your child. You could be 4 feet from them, and you don't know what they've put in their mouth or if they've slipped off a boat into the water silently. And most of these accidents occur very silently without, any warning. And before you know it, you're in a crisis.
And you now started the Chase for Life Foundation. What is the mission and how's it going so far?
Our mission is to get everybody educated. We just feel like everyone should be empowered with an education in CPR and Heimlich. And we are so baffled that you leave a drugstore with a prescription bottle with a set of instructions, yet you leave a hospital with a life with none. So what we're trying to do is empower every new mother before she leaves and discharged with her newborn, that she knows what to do should a crisis arrive. We think you don't have to be certified, you just have to be educated, and we're giving you a crash course on how to sustain a life until help can take over.
And Jim, why is it so critical that parents really know how to do, techniques like the Heimlich or the abdominal thrust? And you're going to demo the Heimlich on Mackenzie.
Emergencies happen so quickly, and we have 911, which obviously we want people to call as soon as they witness an emergency, but our average response time in our country for an ambulance is 8 to 12 minutes. Unfortunately, if we have an emergency where somebody's not receiving oxygen because they're choking or they're not breathing,
that 8 to 12 minutes is too late.
Our brain cells begin to die in 4 minutes, and in 10 minutes, it's much more critical.
All right, let's show on Mackenzie here, if we can all stand up. Mackenzie, you ready for this? You're going to show us on a child how you perform the Heimlich or the abdominal thrust.
So a child is considered somewhere between 1 and 8. So let's say I was watching television.
She's choking.
Mackenzie, she begins to choke. She lets me know that she's choking. She comes up. She gives me the universal choking sign. Because of her size, I'm going to kneel down behind her. I'm going to make a flat portion with my fist, place it right above her navel, and I'm going to go inwards and upwards like I'm picking her up on her tippy toes there, and I'm going to continue that until the object comes out.
And don't be afraid to use force.
Exactly.
Even with a child.
She's not breathing. So as I continue to do this, and now I hear her start making some noise. Can you speak? So now the object came out.
Okay.
In the unfortunate event the object didn't come out and she becomes unresponsive, then we would lay her flat on her back and we would go to the steps of CPR.
You ready to show us how to do CPR here, Mackenzie? Come on over. She says, I've had enough. You want to do this? You want to help us? Come on over, sweetie. Okay.
So now I would lay the child right flat on their back, and it is simply as pushing on their chest and breathing in their mouth. So simply with one hand, I would place it in the center of the chest, and I would go ahead and lock my elbow and press down 1 hand, 1 inch, 30 times at this rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Because they were choking, I would now look in the mouth. If I saw the object, I would sweep it out, and then I would attempt to just breathe for them.
Right. And you're looking for the chest to rise.
Exactly. And we would continue this process until we get a response from the patient, until help arrives, or until other emergency equipment like a defibrillator would arrive, and then people that would train in that would go ahead and use the defibrillator.
Now, how is it different, for example, with an infant?
If I have an infant which is under 1 year of age, there's just a few slight differences. Remember, CPR is just pushing on the chest and breathing into the mouth. Because of their size, instead of using a whole hand and pressing an inch down, I would simply just use 2 fingers and press once again in the center of the chest 30 times. After my 30th chest compression or pushing on the chest, I would simply tilt back and breathe into the mouth.
And we're running out of time, but clearly, I mean, even if you're just doing it half right, I mean, you have an opportunity to save a child's life here.
Anything you do is better than just waiting those 8 to 12 minutes.
All right, Farley and Mackenzie Boyle, thank you so much, and Jim Schatzle again, thank you as well. And if you'd like more information on how to save your child's life and the Chase Foundation, just log on to our website at today.msnbc.com. We'll be back right after this.